Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I've opened the thing. No, there we go. I was like, I've opened the thing and it's not there. How are we? Well, I hope. Let me just set my objectives with my specialists for the upcoming 6 laps with 3 different engine components. No, 220 miles is easily done. That will be, hopefully we'll do too. Finishing a better teammate than your teammate. Positioning your teammate, not really possible with Charles Leclerc at the moment, I don't think. 8 laps in practice sessions. We should be able to do that, hopefully. Might have to do something twice, but maybe the 3 practice programs and then a quali run, maybe. Obviously, it's going to be dry in Saudi Arabia, so that's a plus. Who should you make later on at FC? What do you mean, Joe? Morning, Chris. Yeah, all good, thank you, mate. Hope everything's the same with you, pal. I saw the Gary Neville 10 Hag stat yesterday. So, plan for today is driver career, and then from the driver career we shall head to the player career. We can't record any more Man United career until Thursday, so we won't be recording any more of the main managerial career mode until Thursday, when we'll record episode 1 of season 2. We've of course recorded everything from season 1 now, and that will make its way live over the on the YouTube channel over the next few days. Let me just up this for a sec. You want me to take yours off, Joe? Are you? Where are you? Did you dip again? I can't, honestly. I lose track. I lose track at times. Let me have a quick look at my audience tab on Patreon. You did indeed. So for the time being, let me make that red. Take that out of there. So let's... I need to take Alex's badge away from him as well, actually. Yeah, no, I don't doubt that you sent me a message on Patreon and I responded. My memory is that bad. I appreciate the transparency there and the honesty. You could quite easily have just not said anything and kept that badge, because I would evidently have not fucking remembered. I think everybody that shouldn't be on there isn't there anymore, if you know what I mean. Ah, needs to take Nath off. Then I think that's everyone. Yeah, Dembele's been dropped. Not Usman. Antoine Griezmann has retired from international football. It's all kicked off this morning, isn't it? Thank you to Speedster Fame and the Kramer for the follows whilst we were offline. I appreciate it. Should we jump straight in? I think we should. Bing bong. Did I update the... Yeah, Saudi Grand Prix. Okay. The first episode of Season 3 of this save goes live on the second channel later this afternoon. So the first episode will go live of the player career mode this week, today, in 3 minutes' time, and then F1 will go live at 6 PM this evening. So Saudi Arabia should be a track that, now that the car has some decent aero, we should be okay. I don't know what to expect from Saudi. I'm enjoying the caller office, actually. Who to update? I'm still not sure what you mean. Joe. Bruno's red card was farcical, in all honesty. It is what it is. What was more farcical was Lisandro Martinez not getting a red card last week. That's a yay, that is. That's Neej for the 8th month. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, all good. Thank you, dude. Hope it's the same your end as well. It wasn't a red. It just wasn't a red. It was a yellow. Right, let's start recording, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second round of the brand new 3rd season here at Ferrari in the F1 24 driver career after an expected difficult Bahrain Grand Prix where we did show good pace. The car was very quick, as shown by my teammate Charles Leclerc, who romped to a massive victory. We hope to be more competitive this time around in Saudi Arabia. We're very close to upgrading the car for the first time this 3rd season. We're anticipating being a challenger for the driver's title this year and the Constructors' Championship, provided that we don't get caught by other teams, should be a bit of a shoo-in here, although I'm sure Red Bull in real life thought that at the beginning of this season IRL, and McLaren have changed things, of course, in that arena, so things may change here too, but I'm hopeful at the moment that we can continue to improve the car in the right direction to ensure that we stay top of the pile. Charles Leclerc got a great victory last time out. We will look to replicate that if we possibly can for this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's a track that is free-flowing if you can get it right, and very much benefits a strong power unit, which we have in the Ferrari. And this year, we have decent aero as well, which should definitely help at this circuit and others similar to it. So, hoping for a better result than we got in the last episode. But do make sure you check that first opening episode as well, so we covered a lot of ground in episode 1. So the channel page is there for you, of course. The My Player in the FC25 save continues going from strength to strength as well. Thank you for your continued support in all of the FC stuff. The Managed Mode of Manchester United is still over on the main channel too. Still going strong there as well. And, of course, come and join me on stream and see all of it recorded live. Links in the description down below to the Twitch channel and to the YouTube live streaming channel too. Time to put boots to ground and wheels to tarmac. We shall head to practice here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll go and do our best in the desert.
Hello and a very warm welcome to practice. There is plenty to get to grips with here at the fastest street circuit of them all. There's no margin for error here at the Jeddah Corniche.
Just make sure my setup is up to date. So bear with. I didn't want to pause that actually. I wanted to just go in here. Bum 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 ba dum. Oh, very much different now actually. Very different. Christ. Okay. Obviously, with every update to the game that changes things in the handling regard, the setups get updated on SRC as well. So, of course, if you've bought anything on SRC, you get those updated setups for free for the rest of that cycle. Again, Sim Racing Centre is where I get my setups from. If you so wish to have some of your own, we'll do fuel management on the first set of mediums. That is not a problemo. Ah, yes. That Ferrari engine.
Testing fuel management here, so try.
Oh, also still going to be set to manual because of F2. So let's do that. Quite like finding out you're on night shifts in the morning when you've had a good night's sleep last night. Yeah, that's not ideal. Do 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 bum 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 ba dum do 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 Bear with, just sending a picture to someone. Right. Yes, finding out you're on night shifts the morning of is, whoa, is not a deal.
Don't be too aggressive on the power, but remember, you still have to beat the minimum lap time.
So, according to the previous setup I had for Jeddah had quite a bit of downforce to it, whereas this one the updated one has taken a lot out. So it's going to be a case of figuring out whether we need to put some more downforce back in again, and the only way to figure that out is to drive the car on track. This circuit, of course, is one of those where you will see more flashbacks than usual from me. Especially when figuring out the setup. I think I'm probably going to need to put some more rear wing in this. Yep, need some more rear wing. Just like, I'm just going to turn left, and the car's like, yep, so far left that we're actually going to turn around, if you don't mind. Yeah, this is impossible. Let's just restart the session, shall we? Yikes! You just... Boop. Let's try that instead. Bloody hell, that was a bit wobbly. How was everyone's weekend, by the way? Hopefully all of your teams were victorious. Obviously mine weren't. They never are. 7 games so far this season, 6 defeats.
Lift and coast through corner entry to save as much as you can whilst keeping under the minimum lap time.
That's all your chest. Well done. Let's flush something. Are you playing tonight, are you? Bournemouth or Southampton? Is it Bournemouth Southampton? It's Bournemouth someone. Tonight, isn't it? It is Bournemouth Southampton. Okay, still having to be careful. Might need some more downforce yet further still. Chez. Southampton not been TV so much this season, have they not? Pay attention, Chase. Fucking Nora. This is going to take a couple of laps. Might as well just own that, mightn't I? No, no one came into anywhere near TV right now. God damn it. Yeah, I'm not sure how long the board will stay patient with Gary Monk. Some of the football Cambridge play is good. It's just A, not enough of it, and B, too many individual errors which don't help. Too much. This is your favourite track, is it, Tom? I'll take the green. I'm definitely putting some more downforce in, though. You love it, really?
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
Yuki. That is infinitely better. wait and see what sort of lap time Charles Leclerc puts in. That will let us know how on or off the pace we are. One imagines off is probably the most likely outcome of that experiment. I don't know as I have a favourite track. Like one that stands out above the rest. There are a lot that I really enjoy. Silverstone, Suzuka, Spa. A lot of the old school circuits. Portimao is definitely right up there. Can still get that section very wrong. China too. I do enjoy China. Most of the time you'll find that someone's competitiveness is directly tied to what tracks they say they enjoy. Whereas I have some tracks that I absolutely suck at, that I love driving. like Suzuka, like Spa. I'm really not very quick at Silverstone either, but I just adore those circuits. The ones that are fun to drive, regardless of whether you're quick there or not, tends to be the ones that are my favourites. Like Imola, I really enjoy Imola, even though I'm really slow there. Oh, Jesus. I never clicked with Hockenheim. I never clicked with Hockenheim at all. I like the Red Bull Ring as well. That's a really fun circuit. Spa's top draw. Brazil's a circuit that's really fun too. Love Interlagos. Again, tied to not being very good there. Trying to avoid fucking the hit. Flashback's a little bit too late, really. Oh, football life. So Zizzy then goes and hits another wall. Oh, dearie me, Ches. Tell her I've not long woken up, can't you? Not long woken up, but not long had to be in the zone. Morning, Betty. This was one of my least favourite circuits. That is absolutely tied to my capability to drive it. Or lack of capability to drive it, as evidently the case may be.
That
I'll need that wheel.
All right. Let me know you're okay.
Oh yeah, it is one of those where if you nail it and you get it right, it is super satisfying. Like the first sector at Suzuka. You get that right and you're absolutely thrilled. If you drive a close to perfect lap around here, you know it. I hate that corner as well. With absolute passion, actually. Having to, like, jink left, straighten up, then swing right. I need to swing later into that. In the racing line, the in-game racing line that it shows you, just has it too tight. Or turning too early. Hit the wall there. No, a perfect lap at Monaco is right up there as well, but I despise driving at Monaco. Lose the back end there so easily as well. Just goes all light as you swing left.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really
Okay, Verstappen's just gone significantly
good
quicker
job
than my
indeed.
previous
We got a
fastest
lot
time.
of valuable information out of that.
Morning, Connor. Meow. Yep. Tyre wear is basically on point. It's my bad driving that's taken it 5% over. Fuel burn is about where it should be as well. So soft tyres, 30 laps, mediums 55. The hard tyre, 92 laps. 92 laps. We could one stop this. Hard, medium, or medium hard. Going to be well off on the quali pace though, by the way. Expect this to be really slow. No, Jamie, I don't think so. F1 is
don't worry about
the way it
tyres,
is for a
just
reason.
give it everything. In this
It's not
test,
designed
we just
to
wanna
be an
make sure
endurance
we can
race.
lap close to our rivals' pace.
so slow. This is absolutely going to tell me that I'm going to qualify last.
Okay, that's the test over, but I'm afraid we
Lol.
didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
So an explanation anyway into how you assign skill points based on the spreadsheet tracking the player career. You want to run yours the same way. Basically, let me get the... I'll get it up for you. We take our average rating over the course of a month, average match rating over the course of the month, and assign skill points according to it. We then add a skill point for every goal or assist up to a total of either 6 or 8 for any given month. Effectively, it's pretty straightforward. I'll copy and paste this in chat if it will even work properly. Yeah, it didn't really. I've never raced it, Kyle Army, on any game. Right, so we just did a 28-7. That was without the use of the
Okay, that's
without
all
the
checks
use of
complete,
the
we're ready
overtake
to go.
button. It might be in the new Forza, yeah. I've just not driven it. I've not driven it. Oh, you got a screenshot anyway, nice. Setup will play a massive role as well, Tom. You saw even in the first part of my practice session here that the wrong setup, the wrong downforce settings, and I'm spinning left, right, and centre as well. The correct setup makes a big difference too as to the stability of the car, regardless of the traction control level. Factor in, though, Meow, that it's now an EA game and most of the sales get done through the EA app, not through Steam. Like a lot of the people that are trying to shit on this game by saying, "Look, it doesn't sell anything. Look at the Steam figures," are being purposefully misleading with the figures. People compare it to like F1 2020 and F1 2021 when we were in the midst of a giant lockdown, where of course people had significantly more disposable income and nothing to fucking do when they were locked in a house. So obviously video games got loads more sales then as well. But people never look at it fairly because it doesn't suit their argument. 2020 was an excellent game, don't get me wrong.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
I still feel like 23 was peak.
Alright, in this lap please, box this lap. When driving with the pit assist disabled, you'll need to be mindful of your speed when entering the pit lane. If you hit the limiter line too fast, you'll pick up a penalty. Watch the on-screen prompts that show your target speed and distance to the limiter line.
One 27.7, and there's maybe a tenth in it because I get held up by Yuki at the final corner. Wasn't a bad lap actually, that one. All right. I feel like we're. Let me just save that setup quickly. I feel like we're getting there. Still a little bit loose at the rear, and as a result, extra downforce. But as a result, not very quick in a straight line. But I feel like we're hopefully competitive enough. Thank you for the follow, Treko.
And that's it. Practice is officially over.
Apologies, I don't know how to pronounce that username. Bum 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 bum. Quickly sim the practice sessions. Now, because of Jude, Jamie, we have the heating on quite high, so the house is always, or most of the time, pretty warm. Expensive, but warm. We seem to be there or thereabouts with the handling of the car with the setup. Happy enough with it. I'm going to be slow in a straight line, but I'd rather be slightly slower in a straight line and able to keep it in a straight line than be faster in a straight line, but when I get to a turn, be doing donuts. So we'll deal with the setup of the car in the nature that it is. It's a really difficult circuit to nail, is the Jeddah Corniche. So we'll be happy enough that we're confident enough in the car to be able to take it forward and try and achieve what we can this weekend. We got loads of resource points there, so we shall upgrade the car. We said we were going to do rear downforce, I think, weren't we, for our typical. I had a lesser discount last time. It was like I had 1105 and I needed 1125. Now I only need 870, so I could have afforded it anyway. Only 535 left now elsewhere, so can't afford to do anything else, I don't believe, at this stage. That's correct. So we've got more to upgrade here and more available to us as it will come in due course. See, Charles Leclerc will start upgrading stuff as well. The brakes is, at this moment in time, the only thing that I could look to improve. The brake upgrades in previous years have affected gameplay negatively, so I'm apprehensive to do any more brake upgrades. I'm very happy with the brakes as they are, really, on the car, to be completely honest. So I don't think, really, we need to upgrade the brakes. Obviously, if Charles decides to do it, that's out of my hands. We'll head to qualifying now. Again, I know I say this more often than not, but it's not a circuit I'm very confident or very good at. So our competitiveness should be better than Bahrain, but how it is all told, I don't know. Again, we'll always aim for a top 5 in this Ferrari car. I did a 27.7 in quali, in practice, sorry, and that would be top 5 here based on that first run from everyone else. So I guess I have to be happy enough with that. If I can replicate that 27.7 with one run here, then we should be comfortably enough through to the next round of qualifying.
Let's get it out there.
Wide. So the battery comes in.
Drop to P20.
Okay, feels like an okay lap. Not amazing, but it's faster than I did in practice by a couple of tenths. That might be top 5, potentially, with a 27.5. It is exactly 5th with a 27.5. How much we got in the pocket there? Less than a second, really. It's a Considering the length of the circuit, it's a very close spread of just a second down to Alex Albon in 17th. I may well have to go again here, just to make sure that we get through. Track evolution is probably going to be quite high. I could risk it, but I don't know if really it's worth the risk. So we will go again on another set of softs. And hopefully we'll still make it through. We can always abandon if we feel like we have the capability to at the end of the lap, so that we save a little bit of wear on the tyres. Oh, you now have a crawling child. Up the Felix. He's on the move. 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 Can't decide whether you love it or hate it. It is handy when you put them down somewhere and you know they're going to be there when you go back. At the very most, he might be on his front rather than his back when he's on the playmat. Rather than in another room entirely. Just he's learned an uppercut. No, it wasn't my flying lap mace. Yeah, track evolution is real. Either that or I had a terrible first couple of turns on my previous flyer.
Drop to P11.
Yeah, P11's fine though, as everyone's crossing the line. Everyone has now completed their laps. I will abandon the lap, save the wear on the tyres, only up to 3% on the right-hand side. We are through. We will box and not push the tyres any further than they have to go, so that we have an extra set of relatively fresh softs that we can go to.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
When it comes to the race itself, depending on safety cars, etc. Oh, okay, that's weird. It just stopped me dead there. Excuse me, I would like to go in the pit lane if you don't mind. Please. Thank you. Yes, they did update the Ferrari engine sound quite significantly. Yes, Kevin, if you do exclamation mark plan in chat, then the bot will tell you what we're doing today. I'm definitely not getting anywhere near a 26.8 though. It may well be set up, Tom. Honestly, it may well be set up. Change to a different one, it helps a bit. Yeah, setup will definitely make a big difference. If you go onto time trial and you can download or you can use the setups that other people have, like you can copy the setup that someone has set their fastest time trial lap with. That might help for a way to get setups. They might be time trial specific in terms of their competitiveness, but you're able to tweak them slightly. You might need to adjust tyre pressures or wing levels to make the car more stable throughout the course of a whole Grand Prix, but definitely doing that is a free way to go about doing so. If you wanted, obviously, to get yourself top tier career mode setups that you know definitively that will work, then obviously that's where SRC comes in. Discount code. Cheers, Lord. Get your cheeky one. Maybe, Jamie. I'm sure there might be something like that that's floating around in the ideas pool. Might do it on that set of tyres, actually. Because they should still be fresh enough to be able to go out and do a push. Let's not take the risk. Says there's not much in it, but I bet there is.
All clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave.
22 was the first one with crossplay, was it? Yes, everyone would have to get it on Steam. I hadn't seen that ads, no. I have a feeling we're maybe going too far the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the session. We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying. Come on. Charles is sitting in pole position. Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
Viewers complaining, got told to deal with it. Yeah, effectively me from the last weekend. Tony Hawk's it. All there. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Christ. Yeah, we're going to be close to a 27-4, 27-3. That should be us through. Not very high. 9th. Yeah, should be us through though. Lovely. Through to Q3. They're in the 26s at the front end of the field, and you imagine they're going to get significantly faster yet still when we get to Q3. Both Astons through, both Ferraris through, only Max through from the Red Bulls, in actual fact. Ollie Behrman didn't even make it through Q1. Piastri out, though, is an intriguing one. The McLaren in 15th only. Lando in 8th only in that session. The McLarens were the main rival to Charles Leclerc in the last round. So both Hasses through, both Mercedes through as well. But both Astons as well. Surprise elimination of Ollie Behrman? Or is it a surprise considering you don't expect Ollie to be able to get the most out of that Red Bull? We'll wait and see what happens in the next round of qualifying. But One McLaren and one Red Bull will not be in it. Thoughts on the Welsh teams in the EFL wanting to join the Welsh Cup to be able to qualify for Europe? No, that's not how that should work. You want to qualify for Europe via the Welsh Cup? Then play in the Welsh leagues. You want to qualify for Europe you want to play in the English leagues? Then you play in the English Cups. You can't just pick and choose what you want to play in. That's not how that works. Xbox power supplies died yet again. Yeah, it might be time to buy a new console. I don't know what the history is with regards to Welsh teams playing in the English pyramid. I presume, this is literally just going off based on zero information, I presume they were created as a football club before any sort of Welsh league was a thing, and so they could only play in the English leagues because they were the only leagues that existed at that time. That's what my brain would presume is the reason why there are some Welsh sides that play in the English leagues. There's only 4. It's only Wrexham, Newport, Cardiff and Swansea. Welsh leagues existed when the clubs were created. Then I don't know. I'm sure a quick Google would be able to find you the reason. Really want to give the Aston Martin a toe here, but oh, now there's a bloody Red Bull there as well, Christ. You're boxing. Okay, so you weren't even on hot laps in the first place. Sweet. Cool. Fair enough. Alright, lovely. Oh, no, sorry, I misread. No Welsh football leagues existed when the clubs were created. I thought you were saying... I read a comma there saying, no, comma, Welsh football league existed when the clubs were created. So, that is the reason. No, when those clubs were created, no Welsh division existed, so they had to join the English leagues. Da 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 da. Yes, Connor, to start lower than 75 rated, you have to select one of the origins. One of the origin stories. If you use custom or basic, then it will start you as 75 rated, which we have fed back as not something we want to be. But if the lowest rated you start at is the Great Expectations one, I think, the middle one, where you start at 23 years of age. That's the way you start the lowest rated. Yeah, I did the same, Connor. Selected basic, presuming it would be the lowest possible rating that you'd start at, and that you'd have no skill points there already. What the origin story gives you is a certain amount of attribute points, skill points already unlocked, and a bit of a boost along the personality trait tree, basically. What have they done? 26-4. Yeah, Charles has turned it up a bit. Everyone is out on circuit.
Okay, engines fired up. We're set.
Yeah, managerial career will next be recorded on Thursday. Final episode of season 1 goes out on YouTube on Thursday. But today I'm recording player career to get recorded ahead on that side of things. And then I've got Tuesday off. Wednesday I'm doing my finances. And then Thursday we're back live again. We'll be live Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think. Or Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Not sure which yet. One of the two. I'll double check with Nat as to which weekend day I'll work and which weekend day I'll have off, so that you guys know exactly what to expect. I do have a schedule made at the moment. I think it says that I'm live Saturday, but I'm not sure. Just today, Thursday and Friday on the schedule, is it? Okay. I'll have made the decision when I was making it to not put a weekend day, because I wasn't sure which one then, in that case. Oh, I got that horribly wrong. Let's do that again. Horribly wrong too. That's good, isn't it? Had a bit of a wobble there. Feeling we might be about the Mercedes here. 8th, 9th, 6th. Oh, okay. I'll take 6th. Very pleased with the qualifying performance of 6th at Jeddah. That's absolutely something we can be happy with. We might be able to do something from there.
But really, we're just
So,
getting started.
oh God!
For lights out tomorrow.
Yeah, this Ferrari in the hands of Charles Leclerc is probably going to be uncatchable for anyone else other than myself in the other Ferrari for most of the season. It's a case of, am I any good at any given circuit, I think, or when the racing comes, can anyone stick with him for a few laps to try and slow him down? I think Charles Leclerc might be getting pole at every circuit that we go to. I'm 6/10 off. I'm a little bit slower than... well, look, there's just over half a tenth only between 2nd and 5th. Then there's a 10th between myself in 6th and Sainz in 8th. And then the Mercedes are a little way further back. So there's kind of Charles, then 4, then 3, then 2. But what that means for race pace, I don't know. Those that are there at 4/10, absolutely we feel like we should be able to match their race pace then. Provided, of course, we can manage our battery well enough to keep ourselves competitive in a straight line. I think it's going to be a case of everybody's trying to hang on to Charles to maybe, hopefully, beat him with strategy at some point in the race. But Charles Leclerc's quite strong, evidently. Race time! Yes, Tom, everything is... when you get a new Xbox, i.e. a new... would be that a new Xbox of the same type, or a new Xbox is in a later version of, you just log in with your Microsoft account and you can download all of your games again, and your save files should be saved in the cloud. All of the peripheries, all of the peripherals will work as well.
We've got fast sweeping corners under the lights and 20 racers all ready to write their name into the quickly growing history of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
Bum, 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 bum. Season 3, Episode 1 goes live at 6 p.m. tonight, Jordan. This is Episode 2 that we're recording right now.
As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited off the back of a fantastic qualifying session.
Well, again, we feel like we know the grid. I don't imagine there'll be any penalties, because everyone should have enough of a backlog of free parts available that they don't need to take one. Obviously, as we get further through the season, then people will start to run out of parts, allowed parts, with the more and more retirements they get. There were a handful of retirements in Bahrain, I think. 2, maybe? A couple? 2 or 3 retirements? I can't actually recall off the top of my head. Sure we had a couple. Like one of the Saubers, I think, retired, didn't they? Behrman and Zhou Guan Yu both have a penalty. There you go. So there were some retirements, or at least they've taken something. So, well, the front 10, other than Lance Stroll, on the medium tyre. And then the back 10, all on the soft. Probably makes up our mind as to what to do strategically, doesn't it? And that would be a medium hard one stop. I'm not going to put the hard on first, because I want to make sure I'm competitive enough in the opening stages. What we could do though, evidently with that great tyre wear, is, or with the slow gradient of tyre wear, regardless whether it's projected or personalised, what we can do is let's take some fuel out, but not loads. 54.2 maybe. I think it said 99.8 is what I probably need. It might have been 98.9. Regardless, we'll do 54.2 laps worth of extra fuel. So what we could do there is just stop on lap 20 and try and undercut, basically, because that's a very, very simple strategy. Those that are on the soft, one presumes, are two-stopping, although they might be able, if I can remove that stint, they might well be able to go soft hard, actually. It says that it is a viable strategy, although it's not as fast as the medium hard, because the softs will die faster than something that dies really quickly around this circuit, for sure. So, strategy's simple. One stop, medium hard. All right. I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, give everybody on stream a prediction for where they think we'll finish, and then we'll go racing. Chat, where will Ches finish? Let's say podium or nah here. Will we or will we not make it onto the podium for the first time this season after finishing 9th in the last round of the championship? I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, as I mentioned, and then we will go racing. As I said, BRB. left my bloody slippers in the other room. 2 secs. I've got slippers now. I would always recommend getting the X over the S. Always recommend getting the X over the S. Always get something that has a disc drive in it over something that doesn't have a disc drive in it. Always. If you're going to spend 400 quid on something and then you're not going to pay the £40 to have the disc drive, then you shouldn't be buying it, IMO Tom. You can justify spending 350 odd quid on something but not £390 on something, then you can't afford the £350 in the first place. And over time, you will earn that money back by buying something second-hand, or some multiple games second-hand on a disc, than paying full price for a digital download. Marcus, thank you for the follow, mate. It's got a larger hard drive, does it? Drink that, it's not got the fucking thing in it. Right. Which way did you guys vote? Let's have a look. That I'd be intrigued about, for sure. The F1 video's just finished uploading. Let me just pop some ads in it. By default, when the video's like an hour long, YouTube puts like 15 ads in it, when I only want like 7 or 8. It just goes fucking nuts. So we'll have it. Here's an ad, and there's an ad, and here's an ad, and there's an ad. And like, people do actually want to watch the content. That would be the preference. The new player career mode video just went live, so I'll tweet that out quickly before we get racing. Let's have a look. Which way did you guys vote? Oh, okay, quite split. 49% P3 or higher, 51% P4 or lower. Really, Jordan? 99999. Jordan's in his angry German mode. Tom and Jaffa going strong for a podium. I'll try my best to justify that if I can. Just tweet out about the new player video. Bum, 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 bum. We qualified in 6th, War Machine. In P6.
Okay, so our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of this lap.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying the S is a bad console. The S is an excellent console. It's just that the X is better and will last you for longer. The X is more powerful, more capable, and has a disc drive.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
And you will make that money back. If you buy games on disc rather than digital, you will make that money back again over the course of the console's lifetime and more so. Afternoon, Hazzy. Right, here we go then, lining up on the grid. I'm going to point slightly towards the outside of turn 1 so they can get a better angle for turn 1 if possible. I'll probably wheel spin into a direction I don't want to go anyway. Not a very long hold. Let's see a wheel spin in the direction I want it to go. Max has covered off the inside. That's an intriguing move. So Max had night. Why are you driving into me, Lando? Why? Just why? Do I come across him or does he turn into me? No, he just turns into me. Thanks, Lando. Don't know whether you're aware, mate. 2 cars on your left there. There are 2 cars there. You can't then turn for the bloody corner. Right. Restart session. So tight entrance to turn 1. And then a tighter still for turn 2. But getting on... Jesus Christ, the start from Max Verstappen there is electric. Lando's flow... Good. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4, 5, and off we go. Brilliant start by Lando next to me. Max has immediately come across to cover the inside, and he's gone very tight there. Lando's gone around the outside of me. I'll now try and go around the outside of him, but I think Lando's just got me there. Loads of wheel spin on the curb. Here comes Carlos Sainz, but I'm going to have the inside line here, am I? Yes, I'm going to get rude on exit. As is my right too, because I had the space. Oh, God. Some grip would be lovely. The car is obviously very heavy now with 100 laps worth of... Sorry, with 50 laps worth of fuel in it rather than just 3. I'm going to have to adjust for the weight of the car in terms of my driving style. But we'll use lots of battery to get ourselves back within DRS range of those in front. It shouldn't be an issue because they'll concertina up through some of these tighter turns, and especially through the final turn where it's the hairpin. So we've got our energy recovery set to be quite high because I'm going to need to use a lot of battery because I'm running more downforce. It's going to be strategy that helps us get a better finish here rather than just outright pace, because you can already see how fast they're
let's
pulling
drive
away.
forward.
I'm gonna need the DRS. I'm gonna need a slipstream. Certainly through 1 and 2, they'll close up. You can see we gained a couple of tenths there just around that final turn. There are 3 DRS zones at this circuit as well, so being within DRS is going to be
We can use DRS
important.
with
It's going to make a
1 second of
difference.
the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Basically a second as we head into this part, and that is now down to 8 tenths as we come out of turns 1 and 2, and then again through this set part of the track that will close yet further still, provided I can drive it well enough. Which we very nearly did. A little bit of Tony Hawk's in over the curb. That one's a bit of a dick. Deary me. Tried to send me back to Bahrain, that curb then. Carlos Sainz is now very interested in the back of me, and I'm out of DRS range of those in front. Sainz has got over a second's gap to the car behind him as well, so he's not under threat from anyone behind him. You can quite clearly see how I struggle with this circuit. Sainz will get me here, but I'm actually going to let him, and then I'm going to follow him up to the back of everybody else, basically, is the plan. He's been rather... Pick a bloody side, Carlos! It's just driven right up behind me and stopped. So now those in front are 3 seconds down the road rather than just... Oh my god. I didn't want to do that. Now they're 3 seconds down the road rather than just 1 and a bit. Jesus Christ, Carlos. Show a little bit of aggression, will you? He just would not make that overtake. I tried everything I could to let him past whilst not losing much time. And he just was not bothered about making the overtake. Good. Well, now we're 8th, not 6th. Or 7th, as the case may be. And Carlos has decided he wanted to screw me over. And actually, as it happens, he screwed himself now as well. Because the gap's 3.3 seconds. 2.5-ish for him. And he's going to have to show some real pace to close that gap back up again. Why is he... I'm annoyed at you, Carlos. I'm annoyed at you, mate. Such lack of aggression there. I'm driving angry now, which is not going to help. I need to stay calm, drive well, and it will come back to us. Calm down, Ches. This is where now I very much do need that undercut to help the strategy. Carlos, let's make some moves, please, pal. Come on. Let's get down that road. I'm going to end up having to overtake Carlos here, I think. We might end up DRS swapping for a little bit. It's going to be really tight into one. I've gone deep into one, though. And then he's going to switch back on me, and he's going to have the position again, and they're going to get further away down the road still. It's fine. I'll just slot in behind Carlos. You go, mate. Fucking Carlos, just go, mate! Why do the AI show no aggression whatsoever? You've made the overtake. Accelerate, pal! Fucking Nora. Jeez Louise. He's like, you've made the overtake. Just go. Fuck me. They really need a tweak, the AI, still. I'm set to 105 difficulty of 110. And they're so passive in the overtakes they make. Still. It's ludicrous. Trying to work with you here, Carlos, to close in on that gap in front. And look at the gap Charles Leclerc has pulled already. I have a funny feeling this season is going to be Charles Leclerc versus everybody else. Because this Ferrari car is so good in the hands of him. I'm hoping that at better circuits for me, I can be more competitive with him. And I'm sure we will be. Carlos using all of his battery here. Or at least a lot of it. Apologies that that previous bit is going to be difficult for you to edit, Editor Chris, but I'll make sure I get this move done quicker and more seamlessly this time. Go defensive, you arse. There we go. Through and position held. Good. That was better, wasn't it, Carlos? You see what happens when you work with me? Together, we'll close in on those in front. That's called being aggressive and actually trying to make a position. I don't know whether you've ever done that in your career. Fucking hell.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Charles Leclerc, unsurprisingly, sets the fastest lap of the race. And actually, Sergio Perez beats it. Perez, of course, with the use of DRS, whereas Charles Leclerc out P1 on his own doesn't. I think the Constructors' Championship is very much in the bag if Charles Leclerc is going to do this at every single bloody circuit. I'm sure at others I'll be able to be closer to him. Bahrain and Saudi, as you guys that have been watching me for a while well know, are not two of my better circuits, and are not two circuits where I'm really going to be able to compete with a very, very, very fast teammate. The gap in front is pretty stable at the minute, though.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds.
So we're not actually losing more time at the moment. Maybe as they continue to fight with one another, they'll come back towards us. As I get more... Yep. As I get more and more into the flow of it, he says, as he makes a mistake, then we'll be able to close in on them. Sainz is through. I'm not going to let the Mercedes through.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus.
Stay with Carlos, and we'll try and close that gap back down again. Oh, that's the thing. It is so important that you get a good run onto all of the straights, that one little mistake like that, or, you know, like that from Carlos, lol, at least I'm not the only one to make a mistake, can completely ruin everything. And, well, that's ruined Carlos's race because he's lost loads of positions there.
Your teammate ahead, 9.4 seconds.
I think it's the first time I've seen anyone do that at that final corner. Unlucky, Carlos. And they're out of a second's range behind me now, so now I just need to manage my own race and try and close the gap up in front by making minimal mistakes, if that's even possible for me around this circuit. Get off that bloody curb, Ches, and close them back in again. It's now down to 3 from 4 again, as they continue to all fight amongst one another. Lance Stroll is on the soft tyre as well, and those soft tyres are going to be feeling the wear right now at this stage of the Grand Prix. Trying to maintain that 1 second gap behind as well. Difficult to do through this part of the circuit because this is weak for me. But I think I've just about done it. Which is good. Still closing in front as well. Operation Challenge for a Podium is still very much underway and in our favour, despite us being P7 right now. Charles just got to fuck off every race, isn't he? Javon, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Apologies for the mispronunciation of the username. Wide.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 3.
Fuck. Yeah, Site's working his way back through after the mistake.
The car ahead starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now. Okay, mate, Lando's ahead of you now. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race.
He's not
Push,
holding me
push.
up though, is he? Why are the rear tyres going already? Jesus Christ. Liam, thank you very much for the subscription, mate. Give me a sec. I'm good, thank you, mate. Thank you for the 19th month. Web. Don't know whether maybe saving battery for a lap and not using it at all is more beneficial than just using it little by little each lap at the moment. Little by little. Sure, little by little is probably better than waiting a whole lap. Still very much all bunched up together in front of me. They are starting to pull on me a little bit now. I'm going to need to put a few clean laps together if we're to do anything about that gap in front.
You and the next car, 3 seconds.
I can do one lap. I can maybe do 2 laps without a mistake, but 3 laps or more without a mistake is tough for me around here. Especially as tyres continue to wear. I'll do my best. The gaps behind are growing, which is most important. Oh, go away. Good, good, good. Well, we turned mechanical DNFs back on. And it's lasted a lap, or a race, and 10 laps before mechanical DNFs have came back in. Ferrari are being Ferrari once more. If we stand any chance of winning any championships this year, we are going to have to turn those off. I wonder if I restart the game, if I get the chance to start the race again and change the settings. I'm not sure whether I will or not. But Christ alive, that is painful. I think effectively I'm doomed to a lap 10. Doomed to a lap 10 failure there. Because I'm pretty sure it's hard. Well, I know for a fact it's hard coded into any given race that you're going to have a retirement as soon as you start it, and you can't change the settings unless you're at the laptop. And I think as I load back in, it's going to take me straight to the race, which it is. So I now have to do another 9.5 laps of this Grand Prix off camera, because there's no point you seeing them. And in fact, I might as well just retire, mightn't I? There's no point me doing them to then wait for the retirement. I might as well just retire. Well, we are not going to finish this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We are going to, unfortunately, find ourselves... I'm just going to do the formation lap as fast as I can. We're going to have to retire from this Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, unfortunately. And then, frustratingly, we won't be able to get anything from this weekend. But I will turn mechanical DNFs off again. I was really hoping that this season would be different. And that we could have it be quite realistic. In that I wouldn't get them 7 or 8 times. Can I skip the formation lap? I can. I wouldn't get them 7 or 8 times. But it having happened in race 2 of 24 does not give me much hope. So we know for a fact that it will retire me again at the 10 lap mark. So I'm just going to retire. So regardless of how many times we restart the race, I will always retire on lap 10 with a gearbox failure. So that's a short episode. I apologise about that. We will bring another one to you very, very shortly. It won't be long before you guys see it again. Notably though, Charles Leclerc wasn't able to get the win. And he pissed off at the beginning of the last one. So actually that's probably worked out better for us than previously. So Charles does not just race massively away at the top of the standings. I think my rating has gone down with that retirement. That sucks. Well then, we'll turn mechanical retirements off, and for the 3rd round of the championship, which I think is Australia, we will not have mechanical retirements on moving forward. I apologise. You guys voted in your majority to have them turned back on again, and I agreed. But unfortunately, we're going to have to... Can I do it from here? We're going to have to turn them off again. So, fault frequency standard. Technical faults will be enabled. That's the DRS and ERS issues that don't force a retirement. And other retirements are now off. It is purely a content decision. You guys don't want this to happen 8 times of the 24 races this year, do you, really? Now, with the tyre allocation, I'll go back to the balanced tyre allocation for Australia rather than using the hard one. But unfortunately, that is all this episode is going to bring to you. Sadly, because we do 100% race distance, I don't have the time in my recording schedule to do multiple Grand Prix in the same recording schedule. So, I'm 10th in the driving standings with 3 points, but we are only 34 points behind Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen. It could quite easily have been 50 if Charles would have raced away with the result in the last round. And the Constructors' Championship is still very, very close. So we will have no more DNFs from mechanical retirements. If I bin it in a wall and it feels like the realistic thing to have happened, then that we will take. But we'll head to the Australian race weekend, and unfortunately, you will probably be able to tell from the length of the video that that is a short one. But, oh no, and it's a wet Grand Prix in Australia. You have to be kidding me. I can't see either exactly what the weather's going to do. But you can see from here that I have, well, I think it's actually a fully wet race. Oh, God, the news gets worse. Okay, cool. Well, I'll do what I can in Australia, but that one's going to be a pain in the backside as well. Can I upgrade the car anywhere? Do I have enough resource points to do anything? No. Even if I wanted to do the brakes, I couldn't, and I can't do anything else. Okay. I wholeheartedly apologise, but that's that for this one. The My Player series will continue to come to you every single day during the week. I will get the next episode of this to you as soon as I possibly can, but for now, for this episode, that is all she wrote. I apologise. It is what it is. The game's gonna game. It won't game me again, though. Join me in Australia. I'll see you later. Fuck's sake, chat. Steads, thank you for the 14th month. Noot noot, Ferrari are indeed back, but not necessarily in the way that I envisaged. Some were saying that the player spreadsheet link has expired. It should not have done. Let me have a look at my WeTransfer. Hang on. Player one. Right, okay, that's good. Let me update it then. Apologies. It should have been set to never expiring. Let me send it to myself. Expiration date, no expiration date. Go to the spreadsheet, command. There we go, it's updated. Apologies, chat. Spreadsheet, let me update that on the YouTube bot as well. There we go. Oh, never mind, it logged me out. Good. Well, that was a shorter Formula 1 segment than I anticipated, wasn't it? We go to the comment section of that. Was it in the comment section of today's episode where people were saying it's done, it's expired? Oh no, was it just in chat ads? You could probably use the assists tally for, or goals tally for clean sheets, maybe, Connor. So where maybe the assists tally, so where I put 1 for assists, you could just consider that clean sheets instead. Assists and goals conceded, that's a great idea. You do get the odd assist, yeah, nice. Yeah, that's not gone well, that, has it? And because I retired, I'm now not going to get the potential of a thumbnail image either, am I? So that really hasn't gone well. Right, let me just check and see if the first episode of the Player Career Mode that I put out this year did have a link to studio. Did have a link to the spreadsheet in it. Does it? Spreadsheet's here, yeah, there we go. So let me copy the previous link for the spreadsheet, which will now be in there. Helps if you spell it right, Chess, doesn't it? There you go, mate. Copy. Paste. Save. There we go. What a pain in the bum that was. Hey. Now I need to get a picture of a Ferrari at Jeddah. Good. Actually, I want to zoom in. Like loads on Charles. You sent me an image on Twitter, have you? Is it just of me crying? Ah, good. Ferrari F1 transmission gearbox actuator repair. Thank you, Sap. Alright, should be able to use that picture for the thumbnail. It should fit, Charles. I'll just keep it open for a sec. I'm a bit hot with this jumper on, I'll tell you that much. There's a flag. Boop, boop. And then picture. We call the episode "Is Charles Leclerc Unstoppable?" That's That's what the thumbnail will look. That's what the thumbnail will look like. And the video will be about fucking 10 minutes long. I'll upload that for Chris now. Fucking Nora. Good. I did ads, yes. I've adjusted it. I've updated the WeTransfer link in the commands and in the download link of episode 1's description. Well, unfortunately, for those of you that did your prediction, I did not finish on the podium. So, whoever it was that did the 99999 gets quite a bit. No, you don't need to. Not your bad ads. If your connection, if your internet goes, it's not your fault, is it? Well, I guess we'll just get more player career mode recorded today than anticipated, won't we? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Switch account. Just like gaming, please. Thank you. The player career mode here on FC. I'll take the pool behind me with a couple of names. Chat, put your hands up if you want your name on the board behind me for the first episode of the player career that we record today. Today in the player career mode, we hopefully. Done. Right, what I'll actually, considering it's just been that much of a clusterfuck, I won't even bother. Or do I restart the stream to split the VODs for YouTube for the second channel? I don't even know whether I bother. I need to get some press conference questions actually. Well, there's the names on the board. press conference questions. Let's see. There's one. There's two. We'll just do 2 per episode for the player career because I tend to forget to fucking do them anyway at the minute, don't I? That. Change the title to player career mode. Change the game category to FC25. I can quickly check on your player in the manager career, Jordan, if you so wish. Jordi Zerosh is at Barcelona, 70 rated. Oh, let me move me up here. 70 rated, with 73 pace, 69 shooting, 70 passing, dribbling, and physical, and 60 defending. Roles of half winger, holding, deep line playmaker, boxer, mox, and playmaker, although none of which are a plus. There are your physicals and your mentals. Physically, not bad, actually. And then your technicals, technically not bad either, really. Nice all-rounder. In the Barcelona reserves, yeah. Effectively. In general, I've never had a problem with CD keys, Glenn. Personally. I popped a tweet out earlier, actually, that I should let you guys know about. In that, Football Manager is... The new Football Manager is set to... or is expected to be announced today. And as a result, I will have a discount code through my partner Fanatical for FM25 when pre-orders start, which would hopefully be in the next 24 to 48 hours or so. So if you were wanting to get FM25 on PC and you wanted to help support my content and the channel, then hold off on your pre-order until I've got that link to you, and then you'd be able to get the new FM at a 15%-ish discount plus a little bit more with my code, I think. 25, it's going to be the one with a new engine, yes. Kumi, thank you very much for the second month subscribed, mate. Why not indeed? Cheers, pal. Do 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 do. Right, I'm gonna go and. Oh, you're right. I need to move the camera, don't I? Thank you, Ryan. I'm gonna go and have a quick toilet break, and maybe make a quick bite for lunch. Seeing as it's 2 o'clock, might as well do it a little bit earlier. And I'll be back live in about 10 minutes' time with the player career. So go and grab a drink and a snack of your own. I'll be back live in really the not too distant future whatsoever, and we shall crack on with player career mode. BRB.